Here's a new bear sighting report, the latest coming this week from a Maple Grove neighborhood. There have been several black bear sightings in the Maple Grove area over the last couple of years, with some of those sightings at the Elm Creek Park Reserve. Now, this week, a black bear was seen wandering around Maple Grove. The bear had a trap stuck on its leg. Minnesota DNR officials tell CCX News that they will continue to take reports on any sightings, but the goal is to keep the bear moving away from residential neighborhoods, and they don't want to have to trap it, which is different than an earlier report that was released. An official tells CCX News the survival of this bear and any other bear in the area is keeping the bear out of trouble. To do that, the DNR is telling residents in the area to remove their bird feeders and ensure garbage containers are locked in a garage or a shed. A Robbinsdale man received a prison sentence this week above what sentencing guidelines called for shooting and killing his former girlfriend. Eric Eggleston fatally shot Nigar Mamuzada of Crystal in November of 2020. This week, a judge sentenced Eggleston to 40 years in prison for that crime. That was an upward departure from state guidelines. The victim's mother was the one who found her daughter's body. She told police that her daughter and Eggleston had recently broke up before she was fatally shot. Brooklyn Park Police had a busy Friday morning responding to not one but two cases of suspicious drivers fleeing police. In one case, officers responded to a catalytic converter theft in progress shortly before 4 a.m. Friday on the 5000 block of 76th Avenue. Police spotted the vehicle and attempted to stop it, but discontinued the pursuit as the driver sped away. As we went to air, there have been no updates on that case. Robbinsdale residents are encouraged to participate in a program to deter catalytic converter thieves. Robbinsdale residents can sign up to have a unique ID label etched into the metal of their converter. Police say it's helpful to track thefts and return the device back to the owners. To get one, residents must register and have one of the vehicles considered a top target for thieves. We'll have more information on our website, ccxmedia.org. A popular Golden Valley bakery is open again after a 3-month-long closure. Valley Pastries reopened on April 26 to considerable fanfare. The bakery, along with several other businesses in the Sunny Hollow Shopping Center, had to close in early February due to a faulty sewer line that needed to be replaced. After nearly 3 months without income, the owners are happy to once again provide customers in the Northwest Metro with what many people consider to be the best donuts in town.
It's great to see all the smiling faces. We love what we do in the community, and we love bringing donuts to everybody every day. So it was hard to be away for multitudes of reasons that people can probably understand being a small business owner, but it's just nice to be back.
If you want to get your hands on their donuts, owners say your best bet is to either get to the shop early when they open at 6 a.m. or place your order online. A Golden Valley home will be featured in this weekend's Minneapolis and St. Paul home tour.
But we did all of this so that we'd be able to reach everything whenever we needed it.
That's former Paralympian Jill Moore, whose home in Golden Valley is part of the tour. Moore worked with a contractor to make this unique home totally accessible. It fits what's called universal design, meaning it's designed not just for persons with disabilities, but anyone.
I want to see that modern functionality and accessibility and universal design can all merge together in a really intentional way. I mean, when people come over and we get to entertain, I'm proud to show off these little facets of our kitchen that make our lives easier.
The home tour is free and it takes place Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 5 both days. You can see a total of 25 homes that are part of the tour, and we'll have more details on our website. It's been a common refrain in city government since the pandemic. Bids on city projects coming in too high, and those projects are being shifted around. That's the case for one parking lot revamp in Plymouth.
This project actually started last year. We were supposed to do it, but with the way the prices came back, it was too high of a price, so we rebid it for this year, and we just need to get it done. The parking lot is failing. It needs to get replaced.
There will be additional parking places added to the parking lot at the Plymouth Creek Playfield during the makeover. During construction, the lot will shut down for 2 weeks and then open back up for limited parking, with the project finishing up around July 4th. Friday is a day to celebrate trees. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl went out to Plymouth to learn why Arbor Day matters.
here in Minnesota, we have a lot of trees. People kind of take them for granted. And I think, honestly, Arbor Day is a lesser holiday. We don't celebrate it. Nobody gives Arbor Day cards. Okay, I do, but I'm a tree hugger. I know it's cliche. I've never had a day where I didn't want to come to work, but really, look at what I get to work. Look behind me. Why wouldn't I want to work here? Trees are important, and just recognize that even if it's just thinking about it for a day or a moment. What could I do this spring? Can I plant a tree? Do we have space? Could I donate a tree? The research is there that it calms you down, your blood pressure goes down. It's not magic, it's that connection with nature. We want kids to be out in nature. They love walking in the woods, whether it's throwing a frisbee, looking for birds, looking for plant material. It's just calming to be out in nature.
Oh yeah. So Minnesota is unique for having the wooded courses, being able to carve lines through them, and it's a really fun course. I appreciate being out here in the woods. I love the trees and playing through them.
Wooded courses tend to add a lot of a sense of tranquility, really sense of calm. It breaks the wind up, so when you're throwing, it doesn't affect your disc as much.
There's a hole here called the gatekeeper, and that's named for the trees. It's a big part of the game.
There's a saying in disc golf that you get tree love. Whenever you hit a disc and it recorrects your throw and you're heading towards a basket, it just fixes everything that you did wrong. It's like, oh, I gotta give love to that tree. It gave some love to me.
The Maple Grove softball team is having a great season. The Crimson look to remain unbeaten when they face Andover.
Maple Grove softball hosting Andover in Northwest Suburban Conference play on another cool April day. Bottom of the first inning, Maple Grove's Elizabeth Berry singles to left field. Faith Cry makes a nice slide at the plate to get in safely, and the Crimson lead 1-0. Bottom of the third, sophomore Danny Strom notches her team-high 16th RBI, driving home Melissa Werns. Maple Grove is up 2-0. A strong pitching performance from Crimson pitcher Maddie Wilm. She strikes out 10 batters on the night and retires 16 in a row at one point. Fourth inning, Maple Grove's Leah Eiley singles sharply to right field. Ball gets past the outfielder and to the fence. Amelia Voss scores, and it's 3-0. Later in the fourth, Berry collects her third hit and second RBI of the game on this bloop single. Werns scores for the second time, and Maple Grove is ahead 5-0. Wilm completes the shutout when Berry catches a line drive and then throws to Caitlin Casper at first to complete the double play. That ends the game as the Crimson win 5-0. They are now 7-0 on the season.
The Hopkins softball team has much of last year's state tournament roster back this season. The Royals faced rival Minnetonka this week. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
The Hopkins softball team visits rival Minnetonka for a late conference game. Scoreless in the third when Addie Crowell waits back and drills one to deep right. It clears the fence for a solo home run to get Hopkins on the board for a 1-0 lead. They break it open in the top of the fifth. Pitcher Signe Dose comes through as a hitter, drilling it down the third baseline. It gets past the left fielder and Anissa Dysart comes around to score. Dose advances to second. It's 3-0 Royals. Next batter, Taylor Katzenmeyer delivers a hit to center field. Dose beats the throw home as Katzenmeyer moves up to second on the throw. It's 4-0. Lola Jessen goes after the low pitch and drives it over the fence in center. That's a 2-run homer as the huge fifth inning continues. It's 7-0. Next batter, Ruth Freiberg, takes her turn. She blasts a solo homer to right center and she's fired up. The Royals score 6 runs in the fifth to go up 8-0. An inning later, Lauren Granger delivers a big blow with a grand slam. Hopkins pulls away for a 13-0 win in 6 innings over Tonka. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Breck boys tennis team won the state Class A title last spring. The Mustangs graduated some key players from that team, so they are building early this season. They faced arch rival Blake Thursday. Here's Jay Wilcox.
The Breck Mustangs ready to face rival Blake in boys tennis. Number 1 doubles, Blake Sam Leslie serves, and Matthew Boreska rips a nice forehand winner on the return as Boreska and Patty Green start strong. Same match, and they've switched sides. This time a good serve by Will Mares sets up the volley winner for Leslie as the Bears duo wins the match. To second doubles, Will Rosenblum serves for Blake, and Gaurav Kumar's volley is at the feet of the Breck player. The Bears duo beats Braden Barkmeyer and Ivers Emerson. First singles and a good rally. Breck Zach Peel in the near court comes to the net. Fast hands for both guys, but it's Kai Chen with the midair volley to win the point. He goes on to win the match as Blake dominates. Second singles, and John Gorman serves for Breck. Andrew Richardson gets him moving side to side before ripping a forehand winner on the way to a straight set win. Blake sweeps Breck 7-0. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.